You're living at a time of extremism, a time of revolution, a time when there's got to be a change. People in power have misused it, and now there has to be a change, and a better world has to be built, and the only way it's going to be built is with extreme methods. And I, for one, will join in with anyone, don't care what color you are, as long as you want to change this miserable condition that exists on this earth. Thank you.
What we want, justice! What we want, now! What we want, justice! What we want, now!
We're going to sound this call around the world to say we will do anything possible to let the justice system know, do your job. Do your job.
You know, when it comes down to what happened to this young man, there are no words for it. And quite frankly, I don't know really what could have been done to stop that situation, except for the fact of individuals need to take out, you know, whatever hatred they may have in their heart, and also profiling individuals, prejudging individuals, and even how you deal with someone, whether you're in law enforcement or if you are in a security position, how you go about approaching someone that you may possibly have a question about. There's a way to have handled all of that.
Defense is not shooting someone in the back. Defense does not come at the price of someone's life. The fact that the cops actually told him to stand down and he disobeyed that order completely makes it a crime. The fact that the 911 tapes actually had that young man screaming for help does not make it a crime. Regardless of Zimmerman having scars on his neck or anything like that, he shot a young man just for murder. I believe it was just murder.
What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now.
This is an unjust incident that has happened in this city, happened in Florida, that really impacts everyone. And so, you know, what you see here in Phoenix with the march that you have people throughout this country standing up and saying, I'm Trayvon. All of us could have been Trayvon. It could have been my son. It could have been your son. It could have been my grandkids. It could have been anybody that happened in a situation like that. And we're just standing up to say, you know what, any injustice to one person is just as much of an injustice to all of us.
But when you justify murder, and when you say that this guy was right for doing this action to another person, such as murder, that makes you a racist. That makes you somebody who doesn't have any doesn't care for nothing. There's no way that you can say that this boy was murdered in self-defense. This is a modern lynching, and it doesn't make sense.
Shore support for Trayvon Martin's family and trying to make it into this. We're just tired of seeing this thing happen over and over again, and just really just trying to come out here and make a statement.
Here, racism is still prevalent. It's still here. It's still in our face. And I believe that for so long, us as black people have been comfortable with the scar being scabbed over. And it seems like after our President Barack Obama, was put into office, the scab has been picked at and peeled. And now the wound is open again. And we've got to stand up, unless we're going to be forced to face some of the same things that we faced back in the 1950s and the 1960s.
Heavenly Father, thank you for giving us a chance to let the world know that we know something has been done wrong. Heavenly Father, we ask that you touch those that are in authority, that they would do that which is right to bring justice, and let the voice and name of Trayvon be peaceful and restful, for he's paid a debt, and let society extract the debt. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all that's been said and all that's been done, and we ask you, dear Lord, to guide us daily as we continue to pray for peace and justice.
How do we change it? I think by making known the problems that we're seeing. within different various communities and coming together and gaining understanding. I had no idea that this was a problem. My grandson, I did not know that he was dealing with this every day.
You'll never know what Trayvon Martin could have been when he grew up. And I think that's a crying shame, and I think it's just horrible that someone would have the audacity to take that life in their hands. And not to mention the fact, I'm very disappointed that this individual who did this to this young man has not even been arrested or anything. I think it's just horrible. He should be arrested at this point, because we don't know what else he might do, who else he may have a concern about, or who else he may want to prejudge. He needs to be off the streets.